All right, and welcome back to the Maui Hexadome. Game 2 getting set up here between myself, Primus, and Chikahiro. A lovely little side effect, I guess, of the all the COVID-19 stuff going on is that we have the studio for a little longer than usual today.
Woohoo!
So we can actually have Chikahiro here playing on a Saturday, which is the first Saturday he's been playing in months, I believe.
I do believe so.
All right, so game number 2 is going to be Blitz. I am coming at it with, this is, if it looks a little funky, this is our new custom painted Moonchild. I also have Prism, Hannibal, and Dart.
I, on the other hand, will be coming in with a very boring team, actually. Not so many shenanigans here. We've got Musashi, Valkyrie, Shona, and Major Luna. I think that there's going to be greater synergy on Primus's part. I'm going for a little more standalone power. The trade-off being, of course, is with him, if I start taking him apart, he loses those synergies, but because I don't have them, my upper limit, I'm closer to my upper limit than he will be. So we're going to see how this goes.
Also, I wouldn't exactly call you a boring team by any means. Certainly, killing people a lot is a very exciting thing. All right, so we actually both have a starting initiative of 20, so we rolled off, and I ended up with the underdog.
You did.
So we are all set to go here. Actually, take your cards.
Do you have yours?
I have mine.
You do? Okay, would you cut that, please?
I will absolutely cut that for you, sir.
Admiral welcomes Chikahiro back on screen.
Thank you.
I look forward to getting pasted. I am so far about 0 for 9 against Chikahiro. Let's see if we can make that a clean sheet once again.
Okay.
You don't seem so happy with that starting draw.
We'll go with it anyways. I don't trust mulligans. I tend to do worse when I mulligan. I don't know what it is. Aside from random number generators are hateful things.
Please, random number generators are the most beautiful things. Proper random number generators, not pseudo-random number generators, but that's an entire different rant. So are ready to go on the top of round 1, turn 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Musashi.
Hannibal.
I would like Hannibal to go first, please.
All right, so the first thing we are going to do
Is surrender.
No.
So, Primus has attempted to play a no on me, so I suspect he's got a standard deck.
All right. That's interesting.
I'm waiting for the comments from VN Saber. I expect them to be amusing. He is quite the troll. We enjoy that.
Yeah, it's just not on stream.
Yes, it is nice to know, looking at Primus right now, that I'm not the only one who forgets the order they put things in.
Well, I don't know who the hell put those cards in that order, because that wasn't the order it was supposed to be in. I'm going to blame VNB Saber for messing me up here. But you know what? It's what we got, so we're going to go for it then.
Okay.
So we're going to start off by spending 2 to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to spend 2 to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is going to be Hannibal's turn.
Okay, so what I see here right now is you are primed to support the rest of your team with Hannibal. That's perfectly reasonable. Now, we are doing Blitz, so the initial scoring zone will be the center, correct?
Yeah. Really where I would have wanted Hannibal to go, but, you know.
He would have gone diced.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I actually put Musashi in a bad spot, all things considered, but not terrible. So I'm going to put him right there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spend 2, 1, 2. I'm in the scoring zone alone, so I'm going to get, I believe it's end of the turn.
You will get 2 victory points and a tactic that I pretty much just gave you.
You did, which actually worries me more than anything else.
Yep.
If I can get a 2VP, please.
Of course, Bonsai Zap, who was the one running the board, left to go do something. So now I'm sure B&B Saber has no idea how to make the scoreboard work. I'm left, basically on the screen. So I'm left, he's right. So you're going to want to edit VP right. And go to Properties. And then just, change it to 2. And then you'll go to Round and Turn down at the bottom. Go to Properties and change it to Turn 2 because that's what we're moving into.
We are.
The scoring zone for Turn 2 is going to be 4.
Fair enough. Okay, so you do retain...
I'm going to get a thingy.
I was going to say, you do retain underdog there.
Yep. All right, so Turn 2, Prism.
Valkyrie. Who would you like to go first?
Prism will go first, and she is going to spend 2 to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spend 2 to move 4. 1, 2 is actually going to stop there.
Nope, that sounds perfectly good. So this is not a position I necessarily like. So Valkyrie only moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to do right now, this is my action step, I'm going to play Broken Firewall. During the action step, one of your character's activations, look at your opponent's hand, choose one tactic, or turn that to the top or bottom of their deck. Okay, so I now know that you are using Sterling Forge. I'm going to go ahead and move this to the bottom of your deck, please.
Okie doke. And I know you're, in fact, using TCOM.
Yes, which may or may not have been a good idea, but we will find out shortly.
All right, so that is going to end Turn 2.
Well, I've not done.
Oh, excuse me. That's right. Yeah, sorry.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So we are going to go ahead. This is a little sooner than I wanted to do it, but we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I would have to have 6 energy, and now I will with Mizudo.
Excellent.
So we're going to go here. We're going to...
Basically, a lot of moves.
A lot of moves. That's it. That is an expensive card to use. I would prefer to have held that, but such is life.
But
However...
you're hoping to get some lockdown.
And you're also going to get 2 victory points.
Yep. So now I have 2. And I also get a card. Underdog will switch over to you.
Wonderful.
And you will be choosing the next scoring zone as we go to turn 3.
So for turn 3, I'm going to say I would like it to be zone 1.
All right. Let's flip them and dip them. Moondoggy.
Okay. And Shona.
We are both, I'm in her untransformed form, so my initiative is 4, so it is your choice.
I would like Moondog to go first, please.
All right, so.
Admiral is posing a question.
Yes.
Can you just use a Musashi tactic on Valkyrie?
The card itself
is for a character's activation. It is not Musashi specific.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing to check for, and goodness knows we've made that mistake before.
All right, so she is going to spend 2 to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She is going to play her There's No Escape card, allowing her to place herself adjacent to an enemy target within red range 1 to 4.
Excellent.
Placing herself there.
Not actually where I thought you were going to go, but that works.
She is then going to spend... Actually, that might actually be not what I want. No, actually, it's fine because she has 5 energy. Ooh, sorry, this is my first time playing Moonchild.
No, that is
I'm still getting used to her.
No, that's fine.
All right, so she is now going to spend 3 to Tezium Tomahawks on Musashi.
Now you were doing that adjacent, which is actually not good for me. Primarily because, well, when she transforms, it'll be right there.
And I am going to throw a yellow and a blue onto the roll with rerolls.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm hoping to do, as in the vernacular, a buttload of damage. So,
Which is not an option for me, otherwise I would like to do.
ugh. However, I have 2 rerolls. So we are going to reroll that, and we are going to reroll this. Well, slightly better. I got 1 more shield out of it.
Now, do check her switch. I believe she has something for that.
Right, she does. She does nullify shields with shields. So since there's
one for one.
Right, so since there's nothing coming back at me, I'm going to be using my 1 shield to nullify one of your shields.
So I'll take a point of damage.
You will take a single solitary point of damage. Not great on 5 dice.
This is true, but it's not bad. Now, you do have the option with Beast Within, since you made a combat roll, to actually wound yourself.
Right, but I'm not going to.
You're going to make me agonize over every roll, aren't you?
That is the hope. Certainly, since she took no damage coming in, I figure, let's leave her with another roll at standard dogface form and see what happens.
And she is quite good in standard dogface.
All right, so moving on to Miss Carano.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the dilemma I've got right now is since we are tied, if I don't score, you'll get to choose the next zone, which is not necessarily favorable for me.
Right.
But if I score, I think that's actually probably the lesser of the two.
I think it's the same either way when it comes down to it.
It's the same, but at least here I'll get 2 VP, which I know will balance out, but at least I'll get a tactic for next round.
Right.
So I've just moved Shona from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right there.
Exactly.
And I'm going to end my turn there.
All right.
End of the round. I'm going to get 2 VP. This is so far the most bloodless game of Blitz we've had.
Hey,
so
I
far.
tried.
I know.
I really tried.
And I drew my tactic.
All right, so I take the underdog back.
Correct.
And so we're moving on to the bottom of round 1 with Dart and Major Luna.
Who would you like to go first?
Let's see. I believe Dart is going to go.
Excellent move.
And
4, right?
it is turn 4 of round 1, yes. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 for 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is Dart's turn. Ooh, and actually, we're going to move her to here instead because at the end of her turn, she will gain Hidden.
Having the certainly having cover there will be nice.
Well, not against Luna.
This is true. Now the thing is, because you are hidden, I do not have line of sight.
That is correct.
Which would have happened regardless. So that is worth keeping in mind. However, so what we want to do here, I think, is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, just out of range, aren't you?
I am okay with that.
I'm sure you would be. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to move right here. And you probably saw this coming. We're going to play Holographic Sight, which
Aha.
increases my maximum range by 2. And additionally, we're going to add a Triangulation. This is for an attack roll. And I may draw 2 tactics. If I do choose 2 tactics from my hand, or return them individually to the top or bottom of my deck. So that will resolve first, I believe?
Yes,
Okay, so
because you're doing that right now.
I'm doing that exactly right now.
Right back on top then.
Right back on top. So, but that'll let me add an orange. Luna, we're going to do Called Shot, which is going to get a red, an orange. I'm also going to, would you say I have cover? I am adjacent, but it is a little iffy.
Normally it's, because I've got clear lines on 1, 2,
Right.
so that would negate the cover, correct?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm consulting. It is entirely
Cover, I'm always a little bit dicey, on.
Where are you shooting?
So we're going to be
Well, it's-
shooting Hannibal. I cannot shoot
Right, you cannot shoot Prism.
Prism, not right now.
Well, you could shoot Moondoggy.
From that position,
Admiral
that
says no cover there.
Okay, yeah.
that worked. We are we're going to
Thank you.
we are going to trust the other war core here. So and I am going to start off with an automatic success. That
Okay,
is
well, I am going to add an orange and a reroll to this.
always good, and that's always a good combination.
Green, blue, orange. So this is my roll. You got your roll. Wow, that was nothing.
Holy.
That's woof. That's brutal.
I totally switched the dice too.
And they don't care, I guess.
Well, he is certainly
1,
fragged.
2, 3, 4. Yep. So
But that is not a victory point. Oh no, actually no, that is 1 victory point for you. Yes.
right, and I get a tactic card for that as well.
No.
No.
According to the Blitz rules, you do not.
No, that's an additional scoring.
Oh, okay.
Is that a
So
victory point?
He did get the victory point. Yes.
yes. So it is not ruling it out. It's just adding. To
Ah, I
it.
see. Okay.
So we are
So that's going to be
So
the
that-
end of round 1.
correct.
He is going to be moving over to there. I will gain 2
Two
victory
victory-
points, but I will also keep underdog.
Yes, you will.
Now, I gain a card. Okay.
And do we get an end of the round? End of the round draw?
At the end of the round, we draw 2 tactics.
2. Wow.
Yep. It's Blitz. Got to keep those cards going.
Yes, 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 yes.
All right. That is not how I wanted turn 1 to go, but this time let's see about actually placing people in the order I want them to be in. That'll be nice.
That was round 1.
That was turn, round 1.
So we're at round 2, turn 1.
Correct. Well, I have very limited possibilities for the scoring zone, so I am going to make it 3.
That's perfectly reasonable. So that's a very good call. So, Admiral, I believe you're in New Zealand. Is that correct? What's the time over there? And how are you guys and your community dealing with everything going on? Hope it's been better than expected. We're actually in an interesting situation where I have to decide very early on who I'm going to sacrifice. Because right now I'm looking at Valkyrie and Musashi being in the most potential danger. Not necessarily fun. I think the worst part for Musashi is knowing that I can't spend a lot of tactics trying to take out Moondog in her current state. She is in the dog phase. So adding dice to increase my damage potential makes no sense because the damage will come off when she flips to Dog Warrior. So it's actually a very interesting situation I'm finding myself in. Then, of course, we've also got Prism over there, who's singularly the most obnoxious character on Primus's team.
All right. Sorry, it took me a little while to think of what was going on.
That is fine.
Okay, are we set for round one? Should we turn 2 of round 1? Round 2, turn 1.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Dart.
And we're going to go with Valkyrie. Who would you like to go first? Now, I will state that because of where you are at, you can afford to stall in terms of changing the zone because you're underdog. I believe if no one scores, no points are scored, you remain underdog.
Correct, yes, but if any sort of victory points are scored, things are going to change.
Right.
I will have Valkyrie go first.
That is perfectly reasonable. So now the fun thing with me is I'm right next to one of my least favorite people ever. So what we're going to do here is first we're going to do Frostbite, which gives me an orange and a yellow. I need one success.
There's not a darn thing I can do about that because it is a greenie.
Correct.
Aye.
So I'm going to cash those two in to add a success to my roll. You are immobilized.
Okay, let me find an immobilized token. There we go. Thank you.
Thank goodness. Golly, that sucked. So, now, recognizing the situation I'm in, Prism is very dangerous to me tactically. I'm not worried about her combat abilities, per se. So I'm going to play Ice Wall. So, and I'm going to do Charge of Valkyrie, which is going to be a red. I'm going to get 1 blue die from Benediction of Freya.
Right, yep.
And I'm going to get 2 for that.
So you are hauling off and whapping me.
I am hauling off and whapping.
Okay, I'm going to add a yellow and a reroll to the roll.
Excellent.
Giving her a total defense of a green and 3 yellows.
So this is actually very interesting because I suspect we're both deliberately front-loading our switches.
I will take that roll.
Okay, so what did you get?
At the moment, I have 2 shields and 1 success.
Now, I believe Prism's switches allow her to negate.
That is
shields.
correct, but you are the active player, so you go first.
You've got.
Now, you also immediately nullify one of my shields to start with.
Right. So we're gonna do that. I am gonna cash in on.
Oh, hang on.
Please,
I have a reroll.
Go ahead. Nice.
Actually, yeah, we'll definitely take that.
Okay, so I'm nullifying 1 shield before your switches step.
Correct.
I am going to use mine to cash that in, so it's going to be 3 damage coming in at you.
Okay, so you have 3 total successes coming in at me.
Correct.
Right, now, I am going to use this remaining shield.
Right.
And one of the exclamation points.
Of course.
To put the super taunt on you.
Naturally. I would have expected no less.
Yes. So I now have 1 exclamation point. Actually, I have 5 exclamation points and 2 successes, which is good because I'm going to use 4 of those exclamation points to nullify 2 of your successes.
That's fine.
So that is only 1 success then, 1 damage coming in at me.
And I'll have...
And 2 coming back at you.
Not necessarily a good trade on my part, but at the same time, I can't take you lightly. So I think that it didn't go as well as it could have, but it could have gone a lot worse.
I'm actually very happy with the way that turned out.
Of course.
All right, so we're going to move on to Dart.
Yep.
Dart is going to spend 2 to move 4. Let me see. Ooh. Because that's going to happen there, and that's going to happen there, but that's going to happen there. But frags are frags. So we're going to spend 2 to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
And we're going to spend 2 for 4 more movement to get us into the scoring zone so
Right.
that we can get some points.
That is a very good choice.
This will flip and then flip back over.
Correct. Okay, so you're going to get 2 more victory points and an additional tactics card, and now underdog goes to me.
Yep.
Not what I wanted, but shucks. We'll live.
All right.
Okay, so next round we're going to go straight
Next turn.
over. Oh, turn. There we go.
Hannibal. Although before we flip, what is the scoring zone going to be?
We're going to put the
5.
scoring zone actually.
Actually, oh, it's true. It could be
6.
6. Okay.
So, Hannibal is, well, he's in the infirmary. I, however, am going to I'm going to go first
Okay.
because I know exactly what I would do in your situation, and I can't let you do it. So, I went ahead and moved 4. We're going to play What If.
Ah.
Yeah,
Find the right set of cards.
correct.
So you are pulling in a card from outside the game, one of your not used tactics cards of your 4 players.
I'm going to put it in my hands, and now this will be removed from the game. Okay, and with that, we're going to go ahead and use Called Shot on Moondog.
Okay.
Which will be a red and orange. We do have cover. I'm going to gain another orange from
Yeah.
that. You do not get cover.
Yeah, correct. So I just have a blue.
Yes.
Oh, good lord. Good thing you had that auto success,
So that's going to be 2 points of damage.
which is enough to cause Moondoggy to flip out.
Yep. Now, I wouldn't normally want to do that, but the thing is, if I don't, by the time it comes to Musashi's round, I don't want him facing the dog face. I want him facing the dog warrior.
Right.
This certainly carries a certain amount of risk to it, but at the same time, I kind of have to do it. So I believe it's Hannibal's turn.
Not just yet.
Yes.
At the very end of your turn, after the state
Please.
step,
Okay.
I play Predatory Instinct to put 2 poison counters on Musashi.
Excellent choice. And I'm in range for that.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
1,
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be ugly.
Yes.
So.
All right. So Hannibal's turn.
Yep.
Hannibal
Just
is
get 2.
going to pop in.
You get 2 points.
Not yet.
Yeah. We're still in this turn. Hannibal is going to pop in. And he is going to pop into.
The center is a good spot, especially since Moondog's going to be going still.
Yep. That's actually what I am
Prison
considering.
is in a very good spot as well.
Yep. But we are actually going to plant him there.
And that is exactly what I figured you were going to do.
Yep.
So okay.
So the first thing that's actually going to happen
Okay.
is, now that Hannibal's in, he is going to be using his program strategy to have Moonchild
Yep.
attack Musashi with Tesium Tomahawks.
Of course.
That is a red, an orange, a yellow, an automatic success, and you cannot use switches on me. Oh, excuse me, I got it flipped around. Sorry, yes. Oh, that's right. And orange for Hannibal.
Yes, always remember that. I'm going to go ahead and use Catharsis to add a yellow to my defensive roll.
Okay.
It's not that I necessarily want the yellow, so much as I want the...
You're going to do the tactic shuffle?
Yep. That should do it. Okay.
All right. That is a mediocre roll.
It does happen.
Okay, so I am the active player.
Correct.
So I am going to start out by using 2 of my shields to nullify 2 of your shields.
Okay, that's a very good thing to do on Musashi, certainly.
So that is now that it is. You got 4 points of damage coming in.
That'll be enough to take out Musashi. I've got 1 point of damage coming to you, but you obviously defend against that.
Yep.
So Musashi will be down. Please take your victory point and your tactic. Excellent.
All right.
That's a very good move. So, yeah, that sort of impending doom was. Okay.
All right, we don't have to do that now. That was our backup plan. So,
So
that is actually going to end Hannibal's turn, and this will flip over to 1.
excellent.
So-
We are at the end of this segment, so I'm going to get 2 VP for the uncontested.
Yep.
And you, I believe, underdog.
I will
back
get
to
the
you.
underdog back.
So, this is where it's going to get hairy. You are at 7. I'm at 7.
Yep.
Sudden death is about to take place.
All right, well, I am going to move the final scoring zone to 5.
Interesting. Okay, shall we?
Let's do it.
We haven't hurt your head yet, have we, Admiral?
So it's 7-7, round 2, turn 3.
Turn 3, yes. Moondoggy.
Musashi, he is. You get a free round.
I get a free round. I thought it was going to be Valkyrie, actually.
And you win it.
Yes. My Berserk does not go off because there is no enemy within range 1 or 2 of me.
Correct.
So I spend 2 to move 3. 1, 2, 3. I spend 2 to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And I have 2 more energy points that I have nothing to do with, so I end my turn.
You were in a lap.
Well, I'm not on a complete lap. I mean, I can kind of go halfway around the circle. But that will do it. That will give me 9
Excellent.
victory points and the game.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's... Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go. Demolition Man. Okay, so that was a very fast, and actually, considering that was not my first turn, my first round starting at all, it was supposed
No,
to...
you did. You did great. I'm not really sure where to pin down. I'm not sure I necessarily did anything wrong per se.
No,
I
no.
think you played a very good day. The dice didn't really hate me that much. You outplayed me on this go round, and you were coming back from a bad first round. This was a great game for you, man.
I'm very happy with how things turned out. So, once again, don't go away. I think we've got more than enough time to fit a third game in here, depending on what we're going to figure out players. We're going to figure out games. So, the Saturday at the Maui Hexadome continues thanks to the coronavirus. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.